very moving with partners, prime movers all over the world, as exhibited and exemplified by our hosts here. This is what makes the internet work. This is what makes a global community. And it is, I think, if you share the same feelings I have, the same things that drive all of us and motivate us to be involved. I guess I should also add a word of appreciation as well to the people that we don't name and give honorific titles to who do all the work. I was flashing back to a time about 30 years ago when I put 2 years into helping organize a meeting in 1985. And the amount of work that goes in behind the scenes is absolutely incredible. Meetings all the time over a continuous basis, and then holding your breath to make sure that all the pieces come together. So personal thanks to the hosts, to the sponsors, and to echo the words that you've just heard, to all of the teams of people, and its multitude of teams. It's not just one set of people, it's not just a small set that take care of every element of making it possible for us to get together and do the work that we have to do here today. So thank you again. Well, it was mentioned that this guy named Shahadi is going to leave pretty soon. I think that makes us all quite sad, actually. So while we welcome in a new era, we say goodbye to a man who's been instrumental in making all of this happen. It's been quite a ride, I have to say again personally. This is Fadi Shahadi's last ICANN meeting as a CEO. It's not really an understatement to say that he has transformed ICANN to a degree that no one imagined possible when he first came on board almost 4 years ago. And let me emphasize that personally. He often refers to me as his boss, which I always kind of have a smile because I don't think that it's possible to keep up with him, much less be in charge of him. But I have had the privilege of having a front row seat and pretty good access to him, even though he runs at light speed. And the earliest conversations that I had with him as he came on board is, here's the situation we're in at ICANN. We have started in 1998. There's this small detail that we have a contract with the US government. See if you can do something about that. Had no idea the kinds of things that were going to come from that. And I try to think as broadly and out of the box as I can, and I still have been surprised in a very positive sense. Really, it's been extraordinary. And that's not all. So I have a list of accomplishments which I'm obliged to go through. He oversaw the largest ever expansion of the domain name system by implementing the new generic top-level domains program. Yes, that had been in the works for several years, but the execution of it was challenging nonetheless, and we have pulled it off. And I can tell you that even though he spends almost all of his time on airplanes, he still managed to get some things done at home. And this took quite a lot of work. He's made us a truly international organization, instituted the concept of what we call tricorders, sort of smashing our headquarters into 3 and opening up hubs in Singapore and Istanbul in addition to the existing Los Angeles hub. To be fair, they are not yet totally symmetric and balanced, but we're getting there. And he set a direction that I think is vital for our mindset and our operation in the coming years. And in addition to these hubs, we have engagement centers all over the world, and I expect more to come. And yet, living within our resources, I expect it will be a balanced operation. That takes care of the things that are happening at breakneck speed on a day-to-day basis. He's also oversaw the formation of a 5-year strategic plan excuse me, that translates into stability and resilience for both ICANN and the DNS. The bottom line is that he didn't just expand the organization, but he oversaw its maturation. The list of his accomplishments goes on, but perhaps his most valuable contribution to this organization is something that does not fit easily onto a recitation like this or onto PowerPoint slides. He's brought humility and passion to ICANN in a remarkable manner, and he's framed it with a sense of human decency that is simply unmatched. What I'm talking about now is not Fadi the CEO, but Fadi the man. I'd like to show you a brief video that I believe captures Fadi the man.